All right, this is the drum major's version of the pregame order. All right, with everything we can think of to prepare you for conducting the halftime, or the pregame, I should say. All right, so the band starts behind the end zone. The drum major says, set, all set in position. A band is on the goal line, drum major's on the 10-yard line, the twirlers, or the head twirlers on the 20-yard line. Then, once everyone's in place, the drum major, with as little downtime as possible, says, at ease. Band goes to at ease, lines up their right foot. Cards. They go to cards. Band, a 10, hut, shot. Then drum major points to the lead snare, where you get the roll off for the drum loops. At that time, the drum major turns toward the 50-yard line, so they're facing in the direction that they're going to move. Then for drum loops, there are 7 full repetitions for the band to get into place for the run-on. Rep 1, all marked time. The winds are at quick step. Rep 2, the drum major, drum line, and head twirler steps off at an 8-to-5 size step at full speed. That means 8 steps every 5 yards. The band continues marking time at quick step. When the drum major reaches the 50-yard line, which is rep 6 of the run-on, then they'll turn toward the podium and jog out of the rest of the band's way to get to the podium. Until the 50-yard line, you're marching. Make sure you're not swinging your arms. The thumbs are at your seams, and you hold them tight to your sides. Rep 3, the drum major and drum line twirler continue. The band continues to mark time. Rep 4, the drum major, drum line twirlers continue. Band begins their step offs every 4 counts in groups 1 through 9. Right, every 4 counts, a new group steps off. They're moving at quick step, which is double time speed, jogging basically on the field in cradle position, holding their arms tight, no swinging of arms or instruments. The second twirler will step off with group 5. Then rep 5, everyone continues. Rep 6, everyone continues. At that point in time, at the beginning of rep 6, the drum major will turn to jog to the podium. Rep 7 is the final rep. All turn toward the front sideline in 4 high knee steps on counts 13 through 16, using the vocals T, V, C, C. Then they go to cards. There's an 8-count hold, 16-count ripple, and then the prayer. For the school song, the drum major should be on the podium. Everyone's at come to parade, ripple to parade rest already, so we're waiting in parade rest. The drum major will say 10, hut, shot, horns up, hit, and then count off in 3 at 120 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3. Dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee dum bum 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 bee ba da dee da da dee bum 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 bum. This is going to continue for a little while. Bum bee da dum bum bee ba da da dee da dum bum 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 bee bum 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 da dum. Bum 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 bee da da dee da bum bee ba dum bum bum bee da dee da bum bee bum bum. Formato's coming, bum bum, and hold off. 3 and 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. Bum 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 bum. Hold, chop chop. 1 2 3 1 2 3 off. Slow, horns down, and lock. That is school song. Then after the school song, the 4 taps from the lead snare. We won't need it. We shouldn't need it to point at the lead snare. We're just going to tell them to do 4 taps on their own. Descend the podium. Drum major descends the podium to join the band. Jog it back to the back hash. There's a 32 counts for the band to go to condensed block. Then the drum major count off for all I do is win. It'll be horns up, hit, and you're not waiting for anything, right? Don't worry about announcements. Once you're in position and everyone's set, just give them horns up, and then you're going to give them a dut, 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 dut. In a 2/4 pattern at 144 beats per minute, it'll be dut, 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 be da 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 dum. Da, 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 dee, dum, da. At the end, it's 1 2 3 4 off and down. Cheerleaders chant. Next, you'll hear the cheerleaders going T. We have drum rolls going on. C, C, woo. It does that 3 times. After the 3rd time, the lead snare automatically does 4 taps. And 32 counts to expanded block. The drum major will turn around on the 4 taps, hold for the 16, and then step off with the band. Once the band has stepped off, did I mess that up?
Sway step.
Oh, forgot about sway step, right? So a 16 count hold for drum loops, 13, 14, 15, 16, step off, right? Sway step for the band into that, right? So the drum major will march with the band until the cardettes have cleared the field, and then the drum major can jog to the podium for the next tune, after which is Texas Medley. After the band is in place, then immediately, as soon as don't wait for announcements, don't worry about what they're saying upstairs, they're going to announce over you. You're going to give them horns up, hit, which I didn't write down. Let me get that real quick. Horns up. There you go, hit. And then you're here. It's a 1-2-1-2 at 128 beats per minute. 1 2 1 2. Bum 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 bum. Just a nice A2 pattern. Bum bum beep bum bum bum. Beep bum bum beep bum bum bum. Da 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 dum bum 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 bum. Beep bum bum beep bum bum bum. Beep bum bum beep bum bum bum. Pattern change to the J. Bum bum bum. 1 2 1. Ba-dum. Ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 beam, ba-dum, 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 ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Bum 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 bum. Tempo change pattern. 1 2 1. Ba-ya. Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum. Dum ba-dum. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-da-ba-da-dee da-ba-da-dum ba-da-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-da-dum be-da-dum ba-da-dum. Ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-da-ba-da-dee, ba-da-ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, tempo change, and here, and Dallas, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, da-da-dum, 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 bum, ba-ba-bum, bum, 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 beep, bum, 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 whole note, bum, ba-da-dum, yeehaw. Then, after Texas Medley, we do hold for 3 counts, then the lead snare hits 4 taps into the 16x5 drum loops for TVCC logo and cards. After cards, you're still on the podium at this point. Drum major says, band, attend, hut, shop. Then the lead snare does 4 taps for 16 count hold for beathead to go to go-go Cardinals. Their drum major still on the stand. The band is going to the birdcage, the split. And then as soon as they're in place, it's hey song, horns up, hit. And then give a 1 2 1 2 3 4 at 140 beats per minute for hey song. 1 2 1 2 3 4. Bum dum ba-dum 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 ba-dum. Counting your measures so you can do count offs. Then it's 1 2 1 2 3 4. Tubas. Every 8 measures you're going to have a count off for the first 3 sets, and then 1 2 1 2 3 4. Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum beep ba-dum ba-dum. But 1 2 1 2 3 bum be da dum hey, and then we have a cutoff whenever I signal to the drum major that we need to stop. Then they give fist. And then 1 2 3 4 off, and 1 2 1 2 beat da dee da 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 da, and fight song at 152 beats per minute. And at the end they have the fanfare, and then after the fanfare they step off. They go back 16 counts for the big expanded block. Step off and beat at the end, off and down, and then descend the podium. Actually, descend the podium after the fanfare. The drum major descends podium. The director takes the podium, conducts the national anthem, then exit field.